Okay, so this is my response for a tag in a random video made by FantasmaBAnco, and I, I just chose randomly 5 questions of my own. I made them up, but I'm who cares? Anyway, so okay, first one would have to be, I'm just going to copy straight from her, one of them. My favourite author, I'm going to have to say no one really knows, but J.K. Rowling. I'm very, 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 very in love with Harry Potter. I love absolutely every book. Absolutely every book. So obviously, there's no need to ask me what my favourite movie is, so I'm just going to completely skip that one. J.K. Rowling she just mesmerises me. The things that she makes up, and the way she speaks, and the words that she used when she was writing. And I love people that are very intellectual, and I like to listen to that. It's some sort of, I don't know, it's like a drug to my ears. It's fantastic. So I can read those books over and over and over again, and not that I have time, but when I have time I do, and I find it just so soothing. I can feel the words rolling off my tongue as I read them. So that's definitely going to be my favourite author. Her and I know this is sad, but I don't know if any of you remember R.L. Stein, the person in charge of creating how many books, 30 odd more of Goosebumps. So I had Goosebumps when I was a child, and I've still got every book. And when I met my partner, he had all the books I didn't have, so I just pinched them off him, and now I have the complete set. So I'm very happy, very pleased with myself. So I have the complete set of Goosebump books, and I've read every single one of them and watched the movie. So you can sort of see why I like these two people. Very similar. So, okay. Second thing, I have an obsession with shoes. And not many people think that, because I'm not someone that's too stylish. I mean, hello. I haven't got much style, but I definitely, I see these shoes and I go, I'd love to wear those. I buy them and they sit in the box. And I've still got shoes I bought when I was maybe 17, 18 years old that still smell like the store. The store's it's been gone for ages now, but I feel they're too precious to wear, so I've kept them in the box. I have close to 30 something pairs of shoes that I've collected since getting my first job at 16. So 7 years worth of shoes, and pretty good that I've only got, I'm pretty sure I have more than that, but I don't know. Anyway, okay, so third would have to be, what is my favourite website? There's a unique one for you. Facebook. Hello people, Facebook. Now, oh, well, YouTube, but besides YouTube, because obviously it's where I am now, but YouTube doesn't compare to Facebook. Facebook is an evil drug. It is just something I didn't want to ever make one. I had Bebo, MySpace, but this was definitely something I thought, alright, I've got to jump on here. I've got friends on there that I haven't seen since I was in kindergarten. Preschool, I got my preschool teacher on there. So Facebook's fantastic. I think it brings the world together. And if you write the wrong thing on your status, you find it also tears you apart. I don't know, number 3. My favourite hobby, no, that was number 3, wasn't it? Author, my shoe fetish, website, number 4. Okay. My favourite hobby would have to be anything crafty. I like to paint. I like to, I was into pottery back in high school, but I've since, veered off that path because I've had children. So I thought, if I want to go pottery, I'd like to take my kids, but can't find anything in my area. So there's a hint. If you know anything in, Bankstown area, give me a buzz. I like anything to do with creative, but then I make what I make, and I sit there and I look at it and I go, I could have done so much better. So I tend to veer away from that sort of stuff. I just do invitations and I like to make canvas art for my kids. I like to paint on there, or I get my kids to, I'm very creative. I love to show my kids to express themselves through their artwork, and even though he's only 3, he's very clever, and I think that's got a lot to do with me. So number 5 would have to be my favourite type of person. Now, I like fun people. I love comedy. I crave comedy. Anything to make me laugh, give it to me. I love it. It's the best. I love people that can sit there and you can talk about any subject and they're switched on, constantly switched on. And because I'm a nurse, I learned in my job that no matter, it doesn't matter who you work with, who you work for, you've got to come to the level. If they're higher than you, they're lower than you, no matter what, you've got to be able to break that, that barrier and speak with them the way they're meant to be spoken to and so on. So people like that, I think they're absolutely fascinating, and I love people that use big words. Like sometimes I just don't know. There's not a right time at the moment. I'm nervous, so I can't use those words. But words like, see, I can't even think of any. But the words I love is just big words that make you go, what, and then the person's like blah blah blah, and you're like, oh, yes, I know what that means, but you don't. My mother's very much like that. She's a woman of many words. Her brain is just. Don't bother going to the dictionary or anything. Just go to my mother and say, "Listen, Steph, how do you make this? How do you spell this? How do you fix this?" And she'll just go bang, tell you straight out. And I love people like that, and I want my kids to be like that. And I'm rambling. So anyway, in conclusion, I'm a very interesting person. 5 questions is nowhere near enough. I like all types of music too. I'm rambling again, aren't I? Well, anyway, this is my response to the random tag. And I'd like to thank you all for listening. And I am going to bed because it is currently 2:58 a.m. Sydney time. Oh, I'm buggered. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a lovely night. Subscribe to my channel.